There's pros and cons in anything that you do, whether it's
Yes.
business related or personal, but you always have to strive and have faith as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes we tend to bite off more than what we can chew. Content creation is a job within itself. It's not easy. I spend at least 2 to 3 hours editing video footage. You can look at this person's website or their Instagram and figure out if they suit your needs based upon their visuals, their graphics, their booking services, booking rules or whatnot, and make your own determination, even for makeup artists as well too. This is over $1 million industry, whether you're selling hair, doing lashes, skincare, aesthetics, whatever it may be. We all can win together. There's a part of the pie for everyone, no matter what you do. And another thing that I would do is that
hey guys, it's your girl Toya here, the master esthetician. I'm so excited, you guys. We are at episode 2, and it's just been amazing. I just want to say, always put God first, and if you guys start anything, continue to do it. Consistency, and y'all will blow up one day. Well, we're gonna speak that on my podcast too, okay? So we have our special guest here. And I'm going to have him introduce himself and kind of tell us like what he does, who is he, and yeah, let's learn more about him.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yay.
My name is John Charles. I'm the owner and founder of Seauxgorgeousstudio, located right here in the DMV. I specialize in everything brows, whether that be brow tinting, micro shading, henna brows, brow waxing. If you want your brows touched up, I'm your go-to person to come to.
Okay.
Yes.
And look at the brows, y'all. We got to zoom into the brows. We got to right. Okay, so kind of tell us like where you're from. Have you always grew up in Maryland, or PG County, or like just where are you from?
Yeah, so I grew up in PG County, born and raised.
Okay.
So I've been here all my life. I love it. I do want to explore, but with today's economy, which you're not going to touch on,
I know,
and the cost of eggs, it's better if I stay put. But if I had to relocate, of course, Atlanta is a second home for me, and also Texas. Texas houses are extremely beautiful.
I'm there for Texas. Yep.
So yes, but I don't like the fact that they don't have basements.
I know, because of the hurricane, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
But those houses are gorgeous, and what you pay up here in PG County or Maryland, you could get a mini mansion. Okay,
for real. So speaking of that, what would you say is the pros and cons of having a beauty business in Maryland? I know that we're more so like the political area, so we're not really specializing that much in beauty like Atlanta and Texas is. But how do you feel like your business has, been able to grow in Maryland still with how things are here?
That's a really good question. So I feel as if my business has been able to grow just because of social media. And also word of mouth marketing and referrals as well too.
That's the biggest.
And especially jumping on Threads. I was so anti, like, I don't want to get another app. But Threads is somewhat built into Instagram.
It did.
And I was like, you know what, I might as well use it. And then just most recently, I was discussing if I want to have a TikTok business for my business page. And I was just like, no, just because of what's going on with TikTok and the whole 90-day ban and then it coming back. But there's money to be made. There's people on Threads. Now, hopefully we can keep
that going.
Yes, we can keep CapCut because I content creators need CapCut and TikTok. However, I don't know if I want to get on Lemonade.
I have not. And I don't think I'm going to get on it.
Me either.
That's just too much.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like I need to build myself on certain platforms first before I even go to that. Like, even Twitch. Like, I had some people tell me, like, get on Twitch. Like, I think Kai Sinet and some other people are on Twitch, but I'm just nervous because I'm like, I'm not going to sit on Twitch and just wait for someone to pop up. Like, and I don't know. To me, I feel like you need some type of status in order for people to want to watch your, like, day to day.
Exactly.
I don't know. But I get it. It's just too much. It's too much. Okay. So with that being said, how far has your business gotten so far with referrals, promoting on Instagram, Threads, all these social media platforms? Like, how far have you gotten like in your business so far? Yeah.
Gotten pretty good. Again, word of mouth.
Yes.
It's just always essential marketing.
Yep.
Having clients rebook with me as well too.
Okay.
You're probably going to give me a little tap on the wrist.
Oh my God.
But I need to work on my business cards. I'm just so finicky and so pinicky.
Okay.
I have a structure or a template on Canva, but I'm just like, should I go ahead and print it out what I got? Should I retweak it? So being your own business, you are always constantly self-critiquing yourself as opposed to just jumping out there and say, hey, you know what? These are the flyers that I have. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And at least, I have something on hand. So I'll say, just give me a little, I need to work on that. But I will say, I'm probably going to go ahead and print out the template and just have it. And of course, leave it at beauty supply stores, Ulta.
That's so smart. I be seeing those on TikTok, how people do like put their cards in like, little packages and stuff like that.
Yes.
But honestly, I don't really use business cards anymore. Really? Yeah. Like I go to events and I do pass out my cards, but I feel like people leave them behind. So I'll be like, okay, follow me on Instagram, or like, here's my website, I'll airdrop it to you.
Right. Okay.
But my older clients, because I do have like, ladies that are like 40, 50, they love gift cards. I mean, they love business cards, y'all. Like they will keep that business card right in their in their wallet. Like, but my younger clients, like my 20s, no, they do not keep no business. No, I don't know what it is. They do not keep like, it would be on the floor. Like,
not on the floor.
I know.
No.
On the floor. Right. Like, dang, you just dropped my business card. I just paid for that.
Yes.
Like, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the younger generation do not keep up with a whole bunch of business cards anymore. I don't know what's going on. But that's what I've been experiencing. Yes. Okay, so another question that we had was, do you feel like there is ups and downs in business, being a beauty specialist? Because people always talk about the ups, but no one really talks about what we go through behind the scenes. So are you able to explain to them, like, how it's been ups and downs? Have you lost motivation and been like, no, I'm going to do this. Like, I'm going to come back and do this. Like, how have you been feeling?
There's pros and cons in anything that you do, whether it's business related or personal, but you always have to strive and have faith as well. Yeah. And sometimes we tend to bite off more than what we can chew. And it's okay. My word of the year for 2025 is grace. Okay. Give yourself grace to say, you know what? Rome was not built in a day. Okay. There's only so much I could do, but if I take the small strides to get where I need to get, then I will get there. Yeah. As far as pros and cons, I would say editing and cut,
my gosh,
and just content creation is the job within itself. It's not easy. I spend at least 2 to 3 hours editing video footage, adding in the sound effects, the words. Yeah. Don't let it time out and it didn't say it was down how to fight.
But right, or you don't got no space.
Yes. So, and then when CapCut went down, a lot of us were in shambles. Like, what other apps are free that is going to be easy to use? Another one was InShot. InShot was okay, but it wasn't like CapCut.
Okay.
Another one was Filmora, which was very similar to CapCut. Okay. But I've gotten so used to CapCut, and that was another thing that was challenging as a con, is that you can't just rely on one type of editing software.
I know.
And I've used Filmora, I used InShot, but it's nothing like CapCut. Okay. There are some days where you just don't feel like editing, you don't feel like posting anything, but you still have to just remain consistent and just post something, whether it's quotes, whether it's something related to the beauty industry as far as the latest trend. You have to keep going. I would say you don't want to disappear from your audience for a week or more than a week, and I have.
Me too. I feel burnt out, but I know why I'm burnt out now, because I didn't delegate. I tried to do everything myself, and I became a mom. Life was hectic. So it's like, you got to think about like, everything. Like, as a business owner, we do a lot. So I'm learning this year to delegate. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Grace.
Yeah, give myself grace. Yes. Okay. I'm going to use that, because I don't give myself grace sometimes.
And I know another pro is that with Instagram, you can schedule reels. Yes. And I love that.
Yes, me too.
You can schedule reels from 6 a.m. in the morning. Have it batched out, ready to go. So I love that feature. And I believe Instagram is also doing a new feature where it is testing out a reel before it's displayed.
Yeah, I haven't tried it. Have you tried that?
No, I don't have it as a feature yet on my actual business page. But I believe they're doing a slow roll. Yes. And then, of course,
like they always do,
TikTok has shut down and everything. Instagram is making its own editing software inside of the app.
Oh, I have not seen
that.
So
I believe that's coming out March or April.
Okay,
and it's going to be in the App Store.
Okay.
So it's not out as of yet, but the owner or CEO said that that's what they are working on. Okay. Because a lot of people just want to stay in one place to edit. Yeah. And with Instagram and music infringement and copyright and sounds, they will mute your video quick.
Yeah. So is Instagram going to like give us like sounds that we can use that's approvable?
I want to say yes, but don't hold me to it.
I know. I'm over here acting like you built this.
Fingers crossed.
Okay.
Say yes.
Yes. Okay. I love that. So that's really good to help people understand. Like, we all do go through ups and downs. It's not perfect. Do not believe Instagram when everyone's just like, yeah, I made $1,000 today. Like, we can make $1,000 in a day, and then the next day it's $0. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So I do want to move on to the topic of collaboration over competition. So I'm not going to speak on certain people, but some people don't like to collab with people that just started their business, or they may be the OGs and they just don't want, just to collab with people. But what do you feel about collaboration over competition? Do you feel like it helps grow your business, or both sides? Or do you think it's just selfish for one person to just collab and they get all the clout and the other person doesn't? Like, what's your opinion on collaboration over competition?
Collaboration is key. In anything that you do.
Yes.
I don't want to be cliche, but if you look at most beauty supply stores that are owned by Koreans or Japanese people, they work with each other nonstop. And when I say work with each other, it's sometimes family owned.
They do.
And they pass down the business to their sons or to their daughters.
Yep.
And they keep it in the family as well, too. When I used to sell hair back in 2017.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
A long time ago. Right. Yes. I had a section on my website because a lot of people thought I used to do hair. And I was like, no, I just sell the hair extensions. I sell the weaves. I sell the clip-ins, but I do not do hair. Okay. There's no booking on the website at that time. And I had a frequently asked question or section on the website. And I listed everyone in the DMV who I personally have worked with my hair. Okay. And they could vouch for my hair. And I listed them in no particular order. And I stated that on the website, stating that, hey, you can look at this person's website or their Instagram and figure out if they suit your needs based upon their visuals, their graphics, their booking services, booking rules and whatnot, and make your own determination, even for makeup artists as well, too.
What?
I did collab with a few hairstylists in the area. Yeah. They also sold hair as well, too. Okay. But we both had a win-win off of it as well, too, because she was also a colorist. And I'm not a colorist.
Okay.
A lot of people.
So when you get those orders, they would just go to that person. Like, hey,
or they would ask me, well, who do you recommend? Where here's the frequently asked questions on my website. And then you can make your choice off of that, off of your own.
Oh. Okay. Yes. I'm a big collaboration over competition, y'all.
Same.
I love it. Like, it's a win for both people no matter what. Like, even if you feel like one person is going to get more out of it, you guys both win. Like, it's really good. And honestly, you need that community of beauty and entrepreneurs all in one. Like, you don't want to be doing everything by yourself. Like, sometimes we have our hard days and we just want to gossip and be like, oh my God, did y'all just use that product that La Roche just dropped, or this product? Like, you want to be able to talk to another beauty professional and be like, yeah, I like that product. Da-da-da. So definitely don't be scared to reach out. Like, you can even reach out to us, like even via Instagram, and we will definitely be open to collaboration.
And don't be afraid to barter services.
Yes.
You do waxing.
Yeah.
You have waxed me before.
Yes.
I'm willing to do your brows. That's no shade. Do not be scared to barter your services for whatever it has to make sense. Yeah. So you can't ask for something big and you give us something small.
I know.
But the worst they can say is no.
Yeah.
And another thing too, I want to say with collaboration and working is that we are all in the beauty industry. This is over $1 million industry, whether you're selling hair, doing lashes, skincare, aesthetics, whatever it may be. We all can win together. There's a part of the pie for everyone, no matter what you do. And another thing that I would do is that, for instance, if I was selling hair and I was going on vacation, someone needed, at that time, I think Nikki had the 40 inches and I was selling the 40 inches.
That is long, okay? Okay.
Very long. If I wouldn't have it on hand, I would say, hey, you know what? I don't have it on hand, but so-and-so down the street may have it. I'm going to give you her phone number or his phone number and see if they have it, as opposed to saying, well, do you have 28 inches on hand? I say no. And then that's the end of the conversation. No, I'm going to help those that are in the same industry as me win, because if I don't have it, you may have it to give or to sell, and that's putting money in your pocket, and it's a win-win.
You know, people don't do that though. Like, I would have people reach out to me like, hey, do you do this facial? And I'm like, no, but I know this person who does it. But like, in our community, I feel like it's harder for people to refer someone else because they feel like you're taking their client. And I always tell my clients, like, you don't need just one esthetician, baby, because when I'm old and gray, y'all ain't gonna have me no more. Okay. So I always tell them, like, it is okay for y'all to have more than one. I'm not someone who's like, oh, you went to that person, you can't come to me. But I've actually heard of people doing that.
No.
Yeah, I've actually heard of someone like didn't want to come to me at first because someone who feels like they're in competition with my brand was like, well, you're my client, and they feel some type of way that they even wanted to come to me. So I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy.
You know what? That reminds me of a movie that came out of movie theaters 2024 called Sparkle.
I never seen it.
It is really
I'm gonna watch that.
It is
okay.
Esthetician based.
What?
It's based off a true story loosely.
Okay.
Some parts that happened. So pretty much it was a well-known esthetician in LA. She was doing a lot of the big stars in Hollywood, California.
Okay.
She was pushing out her own product line. She at the time had a leasing space.
Okay.
And the landlord had an opening and then offered that leasing space to another esthetician.
Well, then that would have been good because it's like two estheticians in one.
But I will say,
okay,
some clients did get taken away that she was working with.
I know that's what problem. Yeah.
But I would say to check it out. I believe it may be on Amazon, but it's called Sparkle.
I'm definitely gonna watch.
Really good.
Oh, I'm excited! Good. I gotta watch it. Oh my God, because this is really real life. Like, oh my God, real life.
Yes, I don't want to give too much away.
I know.
For you and for the viewers and on live and TikTok, definitely watch Sparkle. I told a friend about it who's also in the esthetician field, and she and I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I can see we have something to talk about. Yes. We got something to talk about soon. Okay, so in your field, if anyone wants to become like a brow specialist, what tips would you give them on how they can start their own business or get certified in what you do?
Well, make sure it's something that you want to do. You know, a lot of times, sometimes people jump into careers or to different aspects just because it's the trend. But for myself personally, I have been in makeup since the age of 15 doing my own brows.
Oh my gosh.
A little fact about me that's on my business page is that I actually used to work for a makeup brand.
Okay.
The cosmetic company store in Tanger Outlets.
Oh!
Harbor. And they are owned by Estee Lauder. So a lot of the product was either overstock, understock. They changed the packaging. It was holiday packaging.
Yeah.
A lot of times consumers will come in and we sold treatment too for Estee Lauder.
What?
Yes. Advanced night repair. 1 and 2. Don't play. And a lot of times people would come in and be like, is this stuff real?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to ask you that.
Yeah. Like, listen, we have the brands on the marquee right here.
Oh my.
And it's all owned by Estee Lauder as well too. It hasn't been opened and it hasn't been used.
Yeah.
It's just sold at a discount. So from there, a lot of people's like, why don't you get into doing makeup and do that? I was like, no, I'm not really like a whole beat makeup face and everything.
Okay.
I was like, I like to do brows. So that's how I picked up. And while I was working there, I actually had an interview with MAC Cosmetics.
Oh, wow. That's big.
Yes. I'm an advocate for putting yourself on. I reached out to one of the regional managers and sent her my resume, my cover letter.
Okay.
So where I was working at, I'm a part of the MAC family here at the Estee Lauder brand, which is under their umbrella.
No, that's really good. Yes. Really good.
We had an interview face-to-face at Pentagon City Mall right outside of, I think, Nordstrom's.
What?
Like in a cafe. Yeah. And I interviewed really well.
Okay.
And she was like, you know what? I want you to bring a model in with you for your part 2 at the Wisconsin Chevy Chase Bethesda MAC location.
Oh, when they bring
and we're going to go from there.
You know.
So do not be afraid to take risks, because had I not reached out to her with my resume and email and just marketing and selling myself, I wouldn't have even got my foot in the door to even work for MAC Cosmetics.
But how did you get that confidence to even be like, okay, I'm going to do this? Like, did you just keep talking to yourself? Did you just pray about it? Did you like... Because I'm nervous. I would be nervous to do that.
I was really nervous too.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we really don't bring someone from outlet into retail. And the reason why is that a lot of consumers, would think that we would do makeovers at the outlet. And we would say no, because they would ask us, does this match my shade?
I know. No,
we
that's
would have
the whole thing.
some people come in, some of the Africans come in, and they wanted the lightest shade.
Yeah.
And we would tell them, like, you look a little ashy.
Yeah.
It's not your shade. And it was like, well, no, this is what my man like. Okay, girl.
Okay. Hey. No, some people do like the lighter color too.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't want to take sales away from the actual counter. So what we would do is we would help them color match as best as we could.
Okay.
And we would say, wow, if they just couldn't get the color correct, we would say, go to your local MAC counter, your Estee Lauder, your Lancome, find out your shade, give us a call, or come back and see if we have that shade and buy it at a discount.
Okay.
And so she was like, we really don't bring outlet into retail world. She was like, just because you email me, that showed one determination.
Okay.
And I wanted it for myself. I wanted to be a Mac boy and, work at Mac at that particular time. You worked at Mac.
Yeah, Mac
everyone was coming to Mac.
Okay.
Listen.
Because I was bringing in my lip glosses when it was 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And when they took that away, I
was like, what?
I would love my little free gloss.
Exactly.
But yeah, I still, I'm an advocate. I love Mac lip liners, hands down.
Pork, chestnut. Night Moth.
I'm always, that's the only thing.
Woo.
I love these other brands, but Mac, y'all lip liners, they don't fail me. It lasts all day.
The price has went up.
I know.
No, the lipstick was $12.
$2.
And then at the outlet store, the lipsticks were, I think, $7.
Yes,
and
literally.
It went up.
Yeah.
And then it went up again.
I know.
And then right now for Mac, I believe the retail price for a lip liner is $25.
Yeah, it's 26-ish. Yeah. Oh. Yes, it's 26.
16, 18.
Yes, I know. But I love it. I don't know. But I do realize that there is other brands that have lip liners that are really good too as well. So y'all that's a really good there is other brands that sell the same thing that you sell or do the same thing that you do, but you just gotta market your brand a certain way so people can come to you. That's right. So I feel like y'all just gotta do it. Just do it. Exactly. Okay, love. So we are wrapping up a little bit. So I did have this question that was asked. It was asked on Instagram that someone wanted to know. Okay. They just wanted to know from you personally. Do you have any advice on how to win together and how to do it?
That's a really good question. Whoever asked that.
Yes. That was so good. I said, I got to put it on here today. Yeah, I know. Okay,
hold on. Read it one more time.
The advice they wanted to know, could you give them any advice on how to win together and how to do it? So I'm assuming winning together in a community the beauty industry. Okay. Yes.
So for myself, I do have my own suite or salon space inside of a salon. Shout out to Just Tiffany's on the Edge in Silver Spring, Maryland. Yes. So this ties in great with the question because Tiffany is a hairstylist licensed for over 20 years. Shout out to my girl Tiff. And with that, we kind of barter off of each other because she has a space with clientele and just starting off with me, I don't have that much clientele, but her clientele is mainly women. There are some men that come get their hair washed and braided. Okay. So I'm able to collab with her because she has clients that she could say, hey, I have a nail tech downstairs or I have John here that does brows, whether it's brow tinting or the micro shading or microblading. Yep. And we both can win-win off of that. Me and Tiffany, we have a great relationship.
Oh my God.
Friendship at the salon, out of the salon as well too.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, don't be afraid to ask someone who is a salon owner or a salon business owner. Can I partner with you? Can we maybe do a makeover? Especially prom is coming up. Okay. I believe the time goes back next Sunday as well too.
I know, right?
People are going to be outside.
They're going to be outside.
Outside again. So don't be afraid to ask and to market, whether you jump in someone's DM, whether you send them an email, or even just walking into a salon and asking the salon owners there. Yeah. And especially on TikTok, Instagram.
I know.
A lot of people are working together to barter services sometimes. Yeah. And really just to collab as well too, because in our industry, believe it or not, a lot of people ask, well, do you know someone that does lashes?
They do.
Do you know someone that does install for wigs or that can make me a wig that works on natural hair? Okay. I want to lock my hair. Do you know a loctician? So it all works hand in hand together if you have a great service or a great product and you are friendly with that person that you're meeting as well too. Again, it's enough in this world for everyone to eat, especially years ago when I went to Bronner Brothers. Yeah. Everybody was there. That was everybody. Yes. Alonzo, Cliff, my good friend Perez.
Oh, yes.
And to see a community that
everyone
loves hair, that loves beauty, that can cut hair and that can color hair and style hair. It's enough for everyone to win. So don't be afraid to market yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for the collab. Again, the worst they can say is no. And you have
just
to
keep going.
Yep, you have to keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay, we had one more question that was asked. They were saying, so this person is losing clients and they're not really getting repeated clients. Is there any advice that you would give this person on how to get more clients or how to keep those clients to make them repeated clients?
Another very good question. Yes.
Yeah.
Do not be afraid to look at what your competitors are doing.
I know.
And when I say that, I don't mean to copy and plagiarize what they're doing, but you want to see what they have going for themselves and use that as an inspiration for your own business and make it your own per se.
Yeah.
Another thing I would say is not to be afraid to go out and to talk to people. There was a young lady. You can't be.
Yeah.
We all know the girl who was installing wigs at Target.
Yes. And she went viral.
Yes. I personally want to do brows at Target. I need to get out my mind and say, you know what? I'm going to have someone with a camera and be mic'd up with the lavalier mics and everything.
Did she get in trouble though? No. Okay, no. I think it was just a lot of people that started to go in the Target or something. Looking for her. That's what it was. And I think that's what she had to like pull out of Target a little bit. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
But no, so don't be afraid to use your competitor. I don't want to say the word competitor, but look and see what other people in your niche or your business is doing. I would also say no matter what your business is, whether it's service-based, whether you do nails, lashes, brows, waxing, skincare, hair, you want to make sure that you are getting your clients back on the book. So at the end of their appointment, say, hey, let's get you rebooked for your next service in 2 weeks or a month and a half. Depending on what it is. And you personally have done this as well too with your own clients that I've heard, or waiting for my own appointment and for me as well too. So don't be afraid to ask for, or not really ask, just say, I'm telling you, like, we're going to get you rebooked. Yeah. I used to work in the dental field and still do. And a lot of times patients would come in for a cleaning or for their treatment to be done. And we would say, okay, we presented you the treatment plan. Let's go to get you scheduled for your treatment for your crown, your implant, or your veneers. And also for your cleaning as well too. So you have to kind of take charge of the initiative. You also can send out text messages, emails saying, hey, I haven't heard from you. What's going on? Don't be afraid to call and check in on your client. Yes. A lot of times we can.
Where have you been?
Yes. That's right.
What are you doing?
Exactly.
Why haven't I seen you? Like, right.
You still there?
Right.
A lot of times we are so easily just, I can send a text message. Yeah. But it's nothing to pick up the phone and call that person and really let them hear your voice and make it more personal. You can make a text personal. Hey, the person's name. Haven't heard from you, just checking in. But if you call, that shows like, wow, this person does care about me, not as a client, but just as a person and a human being in general as well too. Yeah.
And also I do believe in discounts for repeated clients. So if they say like, girl, I have not been because financially, it's hard and it's been hard on people. But if they like, okay, girl, come in 10% off. Like, you can do that, like, so, and that keeps your client, and they're like, dang, she really cares about me, and she cares about me being consistent. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna spend, my money with her, because that person always spends money with you. So,
and also have a referral system. Yeah. Whether it's points or whether it's the third service, something is discounted, or you have a added on bonus as well too. Yes. And that can work for anybody in the service industry, whether it's food related, hair related, beauty industry. People love referrals. Yes. Or they love incentives, I should say.
They do.
For instance, I love Chipotle.
Okay.
I think the point system could be reworked just a tad bit.
They were better before.
Yes. A free entree.
Yes.
You had to go to like 1,600 points. Chipotle, I'm not eating that every single day.
Chick-fil-A though. I be getting all my Chick-fil-A.
Thank you. And the one thing I love about Chick-fil-A is that you can give someone a reward or an entree, whatever you want to give them. With Chipotle, I don't think you can do that. But Chipotle, y'all need to increase them. Yes. Increase the points. Increase them prices.
Right. No, for real. Bowls used to be $7, but we ain't gonna talk about that, okay?
It really did.
Yes. Well, I'm so happy that you came on here and was able to answer those 2 questions. So we're just gonna close out today and just explain to everyone where they can find you and any advice to anyone who is in the beauty industry.
You can find me on Instagram at Seauxgorgeousstudio. So is spelled a little bit different. It is on my shirt. It's SEAUX Gorgeous Studio on Instagram and also on Facebook. I do have a like page as well. Advice I would give to someone in the beauty industry right now, whether you are new or you have been seasoned in the game, is to keep going. Look at different alternatives that is working. TikTok trends, whether it's doing a TikTok dance,
oh Lord,
or
I'm
even
tired.
remixing someone else's video,
yeah,
and going viral and
yeah,
having that content as well too, and giving credit as well.
yeah, for sure.
And again, how I said earlier, to give yourself grace.
Yeah,
It is okay to say, you know what, I can't do everything on my checklist today, but at least I've done X, Y, and Z on the checklist, and I can do the rest either by tomorrow, or I'm sorry, on tomorrow, or by next week.
Yeah.
And don't feel like you have to do everything at one time. Give yourself grace.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much
thank you for having me.
And we're just gonna close out, you guys. See you guys soon. Bye, guys.